Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is Fear the Walking Dead, Season 5, Episode 2, Early Bold Predictions. So we're going to get into it. You guys know you can watch the episode 2 days early, which is going to be Friday. So we want to start getting these bold predictions middle of the week before the spoilers come out. I do know that there are some publications, some different people that have watched all 4 episodes. I am not one of those, so we're just going to do our thing. We're going to try to predict it. There are some pictures out on Skybound site. So I'm going to take a little bit of that knowledge and try to give you an overview of what I think is going to go down this week. Some of it's going to be the overarching theme. Some of it's going to be, we're going to drill down to get some of the details. I did see a super chat early on. We got Fluff, the Flamethrower, shouting out to Little Billboard. That is Will the Bill's little girl watching with him. So Bill is a couple of Kills Amigos in. If you guys don't know what a Kills Amigos is, it is the Casamigos club combination on the rocks, salt around the rim, with one lime, only one lime, and it is keto friendly. But I do have to warn you, it'll sneak up on you. Just be careful. Just be careful. Another shout out, we got the Patreon Army up on the screen. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do. Patreon Army, they support the advertising of the channel. They're partners with me. They participate in polls, surveys, extras. If you guys are interested in becoming a patron, there is a link down below. And let's get into this thing. We got a little something to talk about tonight because you guys know, I think the big news this week is going to be the Strand standoff with Daniel. So the two get to meet again. But I think it's going to look worse on the surface. There's no way that Daniel's going to do anything bad to Strand. Not this day and age. I got this feeling that Daniel has mellowed out a little bit. So I did hear a spoiler tidbit, just a little spoiler information. If you guys want that, it's not anything that's going to change the show or rock your world totally. But I think this is confirmed. If you guys want this information, let me know. If you don't, I'm going to ask you to step out of the room for all of about 15 seconds, maybe 20 seconds, once the group decides if they want it. It's not a major spoiler, but it does answer a question. And I think it's important for character development. So if you guys want to hit the like button, let me know in chat right now if you want that info. All right, Deborah Farrell saying, yes, please. Let's hear it. Sure, North. All right, looks like most people, spoil away, do want it. So what I'm hearing is, all right, if you don't want to hear the mini spoiler, go ahead and step out. I'm hearing Skidmark is the name of the cat, and it's Daniel's cat. So if that is the case, if we've got a video of Daniel, and the cat's name is Skidmark, and Daniel has softened up, and he has a cat now, I don't see him as the type of person that is going to murder Strand. So I think it's a little bit of character development. Looks like Daniel might have softened up a little bit. So just heard it from a couple sources, not a spoiler site or anything. It sounds right to me because we are going to get the introduction of the cat. Absolutely. I'm jumping around and get a couple questions in here. Well, you know, I don't know why. I mean, there's a lot of speculation around why the cat could be called. I mean, you know, maybe if I had to guess, I'll do my super bold prediction. I'm going to say the cat was in the middle of the road and Daniel was driving and he had to slam on brakes to keep from hitting the cat, which created a skid mark. See, I'm going with the clean version here. And I think at that moment, he bonded with the cat, and he named him Skidmark. I've not seen the video, but that would be my explanation. Sounds good, right? I mean, does it sound believable? I mean, Chris Hardwick was going down a whole different path with Skidmark. I wasn't going to go down that path. All right. And you know what? Yeah, I got it, Eddie. I've seen it twice. So if you wouldn't mind, there's some people that don't want to see that, and it has nothing to do with this stream. So I'm not even sure why you keep announcing that. I was hoping it wasn't a story he made up. Yeah. I'm going to leave it alone. All right. Are we gonna reel it back in and get to fear, or you just want to pop into a stream and scream, "Hey everybody, McDonald's has a Big Mac for 99 cents." What the hell's that got to do with anything, man? All right. Let's get back to Fear the Walking Dead, as is the title. We're going to talk about this show. We're going to talk about what we think is going to happen this week, and hopefully we can keep it along those lines. And if you guys want to go random mode, we'll do that on a Friday. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about June and John. I know that maybe 5 days ago, one of the topics that came up was June and John's relationship. And hopefully you guys remember we got into this deep debate about character bonding and how attached we are to certain characters on Fear the Walking Dead. And there's some that I would say we're close to, but I don't know that there's any that we're as close to as the Walking Dead characters. And we keep seeing this. Well, what's a good... I'll give a good analogy here. At least I'll give an analogy I think is a good analogy. Valar, before we get to that, Valar says, "Hello, 99 Army. Kill Steph, Emmy, Kel, Sweet Tommy. Sponsors, patrons, channel members, and all super chatters. Thank you so much, Valar. Appreciate you being here and appreciate that intro." So, Carol and Ezekiel. Did you guys feel a good bond with Carol and Ezekiel? I mean, I know they separated, but did we feel that they were a very close, tight-knit group? I did. I felt it was a real relationship. Graylin did. Samantha Coombs did. Gene Alexander did. So most do. Most felt like it was a pretty strong relationship. Here's the thing with that, though, and this is what's bizarre. This is why I want to give you an example between our bond on The Walking Dead and our bond with Fear the Walking Dead. So, how many close bonding love scenes did Carol and Ezekiel have? And there were a couple, a look, a glance. But when we saw them, the episode where they were building the bridge, and we saw Carol and Ezekiel sitting side by side by the fire, we knew it was legit. But not a lot of scenes of them together. However, we've seen a lot more scenes. We actually saw an entire episode with John, Dory, and June. And I still don't feel that love connection. I know John loves June, June loves John, but I don't feel as strongly toward them as a couple as I did toward Ezekiel and Carol. Would you guys mostly agree with that assessment? That because we're closer to Carol individually and closer to Ezekiel individually, we accept their relationship as a stronger relationship, when Fear the Walking Dead has bent over backwards to show us that John and June are in a relationship, and it just doesn't quite click. It doesn't quite feel the same, and I'm trying to understand that. Well, Drama King, that's the ultimate point that I want to get to, and I agree with that. Because I feel like they're doing all these scenes to make us accept them and like one of them so they can devastate us. Because if they kill John now, we're not going to feel the pain of John through June. If they kill June now, I think we'll feel a little bit of the pain of John because that's been his search. And it's almost, the analogy I would use is when Henry died, I didn't care for Henry, but I felt for Carol because of Henry. And almost feel like this is what they're building up towards. Does that make sense? You guys still kind of engaged, still following me with this? So last week we got to see the cute little tape. Hey, you want to go in the back? You want to, I think June was going to Netflix and chill with John a little bit. But he wasn't standoffish, but you can see that they're going to drag it on more and more and more. Maybe drag it on is a bad word. But this week is going to be the same thing. So this is my semi-bold prediction. That we do know that John and June are going to be out. They're going to be in a park. They're going to be fighting together. It's going to be in the dark. There's going to be some dicey moments, some scary moments, but we're going to see them bond even more. So they're getting more airtime. They're getting more face time. And once again, I think it's another brick in the wall. They're just adding to it. So as Drama said, and I do think it will be June that will die, I think that they're going to set us up to a point where we miss their relationship. We've got Princess Pie. Kills, we know that June and John love story is set when he said, we're lucky to be together, but who do you think's going to die between June and John for a good development story? So I kind of answered before I read the entire super chat. So I do think it's going to be June that's going to die. Because John is a much more relatable character. June has tricked him a few times. She's lived a pretty hard life. We've seen that story before. John is a little bit naive. He's a little bit sheltered. He's the guy that searched his whole life. But how many people also feel John's a little weaker than we kind of expected him to be or would have liked him to be. Maybe it's just me. You guys may say, nah, it's cute. It's cute. He gives out the little Scrabble pieces, and it's cute. He's been looking for, and he's head over heels. But I think John needs to step it up a little bit more. He's a marshmallow, says Gina. Julia, very, very good reference. He reminds me of Jerry. Actually, me too. He's Jerry. And I think John needs to lose something. I think he needs to lose June. But I don't think the writers just want to kill anybody off. I think they got to grow the hero base a little bit more. Now, you add yourself some Dwight. You add some Daniel to the mix if Daniel's a hero. And I think Daniel will be a good guy. So here's the question. Does one Daniel plus one Dwight, is one Daniel plus one Dwight greater than one June? There, I think, is the answer to your question. I think you add a Daniel, you add a Dwight, you can lose a June. Nah, we don't need a nurse. So if I look at the characters and I assess, other than the whole medic situation, look, in Star Trek, Dr. McCoy was pretty weak. Now, they needed a doctor. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a whatever. You guys remember Dr. McCoy. But if I want to line up a group of fighters, and I've got Morgan. Yeah, Morgan's beating some things down with a stick. I got Alicia. Alicia is like, well, is it fair to say Alicia is Fear the Walking Dead's version of Michonne? Is that a good comparison? I know we just compared John to Jerry, but after last week, when she went beast mode with the propeller, did anybody see a little bit of Michonne in those antics? I certainly did. And she's got that bloodlust going on. So you got Alicia, who's out there just wrecking things. You've got Morgan, who, look, he has an agenda to help people, but he's working it with that stick, no doubt. Then you have a potential Dwight and Daniel. So one could argue two of the weakest characters right now from a fighting standpoint would probably be John and June. And they're going to be back there skimming stones and, playing Elton John music, holding hands, whatever, listening to Crocodile Rock, and somebody's going to get killed. So they need to toughen it up a little bit. They need to be a little bit more ready. I know John's skill set, Crystal. Now, I'm not questioning his ability. So, Will the Bill, he's not weak. He's right where he needs to be. Reminds me of Carol. Badass when he needs to be. Tried Super Chat this 4 times. I'm late. So, it's not a question of his skill. It's a question of his will. Ha. Yeah, think about that one for a second. So, if we remove the weakness, which could be June, we get a more focused John Dory that is going to lay it on the line to protect Charlie. Daniel, who will kill anything in sight. Dwight, who will kill anything in sight. Morgan and Alicia. I like that. I like that combo. Fluff was reading my mind. Even Charlie. You add Dwight and Daniel, that's a good execution squad. Now, and I'm not sure where Luciana stands in all this. She's salvageable, and I know initially I said maybe she's the first one to go. You know, she got pierced in the shoulder. She lived through it. But I think somewhere between June and Alicia. And now I'm starting to think it's going to be June. Because we've been here before, right? Haven't we been here with the build up the relationship, see it? Is there anybody, let me ask this question first, and we'll direct it, and then we'll get to some other predictions. Is there anybody here that thinks John and June's relationship is going to last beyond this season? Just want to see. A lot of no's. Probably not. Rebecca says, I want to. But see, The Walking Dead is not a love story. It has some elements. And here's the thing I learned about the show the last couple seasons. The writers use relationships and love to play on our emotions to disappoint us more. It's the thing they do. They put the ladder up under us, and we get close to the top, and they just pull the ladder out from under us. That's how they've always done it. Because they want to see how it affects us and whether or not it makes us angry and spiteful and want revenge. Will the Bill, I got to stir the pot. They both live. Something else will trigger John. Yeah, I mean, there certainly is that chance, Will. But I also think that the moments, the cuteness, the situations, they play themselves out, and it detracts away from the gore and the next story and the next plot. And it's been going on for a while. See, that's what's a little bit scary about it. The longer it goes on, the less likely it is to make it. I love this. I love Drama King's comment. It's typical, right, of The Walking Dead, but it's but we need a death. I love it. It's like we've got more love than death in The Walking Dead. What's going on with that? Whoa, we got a red alert, everybody. This is a super serious super chat, red alert chat from Princess Pie. All right. So everybody zoom in and focus on this one. John spends half the season looking for June while she was doing her stuff. He's not weak, but he is a hopeless romantic. Too much of a hopeless romantic for a zombie apocalypse world. And Alicia, I used to hate her, but what a badass. She reminds me a little bit of Andrea. Please don't bite me for this comment. Well, we're not walkers, so we won't bite you. Alicia, at this point, Princess Pie, reminds me of any badass on the show. Michonne's the first one that came to mind because I remember Michonne out there slicing up those kids, and Alicia's out there with a propeller, and I just thought it was really cool. But I could see a little bit of earlier version Rosita in Alicia. I could see some of Andrea in... I mean, all of the above. And so here's what I would say to that. And maybe I generalized the word weak. Let me clarify what I mean by weak. And the green team has started throwing out kills coins. So, Kel, you got this? So Princess Pie is getting another kills coin for Freestyle Friday. Absolutely. I'm down. I'm down for it. I think that's almost unanimous. I think like almost everybody on the green team. You certainly earned that. I love the comment. So let me kind of agree with you a little bit and not disagree, but sort of take it down a different alleyway. Because Crystal Newfield said this as well, that John has a skill. He has a particularly good set of skills. He can shoot. He can be tough when he has to. John is not a weak person. June is his weakness. There's a big difference between the two. A weak character, Eugene is a weak character. Well, I would wholeheartedly disagree with your assessment that I am of a weakened nature, but I have been known to lower my head and cringe on more than one occasion. So Eugene would be classified as weak. John has the potential to be strong, but June is going to... I'm not saying I dislike his relationship with June. I'm saying that he can be a mad, reckless renegade and a gunslinger and fearless without June there. And I think the story needs to happen that way. As sad as it is for some people that want it to be about love, and I'm seeing it early. That's the thing. Fluff the Flamethrower says, I'm convinced Princess Pie is an actual princess. The girl has some cheddar. I mean, names, well, Fluff, you might be an actual flamethrower. What do you think about that? And Crystal is a singer chick. Names do have meanings. Of course she's a princess. What else would she be? So, to John Dory, the two things that really kind of slapped me in the face about his character is he's lagging a little bit behind in what I think he can do. I think I need him to be more. Many of you agreed with that. And there's a whole lot of love scenes between the two. And it's a bad combination. And number 3 is he just dug his own grave when he said, I think we're just the luckiest two people in the world. Yes, of course you're lucky right now until June gets eaten by a zombie. Walker. Sheila Mack, 10, says, and I'm a 10. Yeah, there you go. And we've seen Garrett Dillahunt in other things, so we know that he's saucing it on a little bit weak, right? So that was an intentional hold him back, because later on they're going to unleash him. And there you go, Mark. So I think you piece all those together. That's going to be my super bold prediction, is that I think June is going to be the first one. Now, I'm not ready to put a timeline on it. But at the earliest, I would say mid-season finale. But sometime this season. Write it down right now, my first bold fear prediction. Okay. We got a couple more things that we got to get to that are going to go down. We've got some radioactive action happening. This week, we got the whole hazmat suit. There are pictures of someone in a hazmat suit. The background appears, and by background, I haven't dug down and done a full scope of the landscape. It could change. But it is a woman. But it appears that it's in one of the scenes that Alicia might be in, because there's some pictures of Alicia with that wooded background as well. And I think the first thought is, okay, maybe it's Althea because she just got tased by someone in a suit. I think each are going to have their own individual confrontations. Morgan heard something. They're going back out. They're looking for Althea. They're going to run into somebody else. So I'm going to predict that this is somebody's going to run into Alicia. Now, Alicia may not ask any questions. We saw what she did to Mel the Vulture. She may be going into clear mode herself. And that is true. Yeah, Drama, how long have they been together? This group? A year and a half now at this point? Safely? Will the bill kills? June will not die this season. Let's make a $200 super chat if she dies. If she doesn't, you come have a beer with me. Whoa, hold on now. That is a serious super chat. You know, Will, I'm going to have to run that by the Army. What do you guys think about that? So, Will the Bill is putting a side wager of a $200 super chat that would go to save a lot of little kittens at the Humane Society if he's wrong, or if I'm wrong, then it is a jalapeno beer in Will the Bills movie theater. You know what? I'm down for that. There's a lot of I'm going to put my bold prediction reputation on the line, and there's a lot of little kittens that are going to benefit from this $200 super chat. It is on. It is a bet. It is going to happen before episode 16. Done and done. And we got Princess Pie. How about a Kills Amigo in your theater, Will? No, you know what? Princess Pie, I'll do the jalapeno beer. No worries. Fluff said, Kel, put it on the ledger. Done. All right. We got another follow. Princess Pie. Will, if you're lucky as me and my lobsters, you will win. You know what? I've been doing this a long time. That's all I'm going to say. Ian, Andrew, I know you guys are trying to show me something with all these love scenes. Wait. Will. Hold on. I need to ask a small favor. Just a small favor. Hold on. I would ask William and the Army if I could slightly modify. I don't think there's a big chance this would happen. And look, if Will doesn't want to modify it, I get it. But I do have to add this. Tommy's like, long live June. All right, so here's my only addition. Will, I would like to say June or John. I don't think John's going to die. I think there's a 95% chance it would be June and only a 5% chance it would be John. But the gist of the bet was that the relationship would end one way or the other. So I'm saying June, but I would like for it to be either one. Is that fair to ask? We'll see. I want to see Will's response. Okay, there you go. I mean, look, I think it's going to be June, and Will's a good sport. He's saying they both live. Modification accepted. I'm saying one of the two will die, and therefore the relationship will die before episode 16. All right. Modified. We're good. I'm straight. No more changing it. No more modifications. We're good. Princess Pie like cheering for, no, don't change it, Will, don't change it. Don't give an inch. It's the It's the theme. It's not about who dies. It's about pushing the story in a different direction. Mark Jacob says June will die. Grimes on the radio. So, watch how many people are going to change their mind. Because, see, now, this is hilarious. You guys are sneaky. I asked this question about 30 minutes ago, and 95% of this audience said June is going to die. Now, half the audience is pulling for June to live just so I lose this bet. So I'm going to ask the question again. How many people here honestly think June will live the entire season? Not whether you hope, whether you think she will live the entire season. Look, and Will's like, I'm not worried. I'll see you soon, Kills. He's like very confident. Crystal thinks she'll die. Heart of Nixie thinks she'll die. You know what? Some of you changed already. I can see it now. I'm still seeing some people are like, she's gone. But I've seen 2 or 3 people who said she was gone. They're like, nope, she's going to live. I know she's going to live. All right. This is turning into another Freestyle Friday between Will and Princess Pie. So Super Chat says, no, Will. No, he just played you. You are tequila talking. No. Don't accept the new deal. Just stick with your first impression. Please, brother, win that bet. You guys are cracking me up. No inside information. I love. All right, Green Team. If you guys could, if you guys think Fluff the Flamethrower's comment is worth the Kills coin, Fluff the Flamethrower says she's going to that big denim factory in the sky. I love it. That is worthy for me. Fluff, hopefully you get a couple votes. I love the comment. The big denim factory in the sky is great. Well timed, Fluff. Coin him, says the Stallion. First of all, Drama King says June is a nurse, she will die. Let me tell you, Drama King on the prediction scale is 100%. Drama King has made 1,002 predictions throughout the history of our streams, and never has he been wrong. So I'm pretty confident too. But Will the Bill super chats and says, I will win. I've talked to the writers already. Will the Bill made a couple calls. I love it. You know what? A follow-up Kills coin for Riri that Stallion. Enid was once a nurse too. Just saying. I love it. Great comparison. If you guys think the Stallion deserves a Kills coin for that, just reminding everybody that Enid was a nurse and she didn't make it. Being a doctor, being a nurse is not your get out of jail free card. All right, Kales, we're adding to the ledger tonight. Now, keep in mind, the Kills coins can only be used on Friday night to substitute for a super chat. But here's the thing. If you guys earn them during the week, you can give them away to unsuspecting people. Those are the real fun ones. If someone assigns one to you, you can't. You're stuck. You got to come up with a topic. But all of you that are earning Kills coins in tonight's stream all throughout the week, you can start thinking about, wait a minute, who's going to be in the stream? Let me put the spotlight on them a little bit, put a little pressure on them. So, yeah, we'll absolutely keep it rolling. You know what? It is absolutely turning into a Twisted Tuesday, Kel. Maybe, huh? Kel might be onto something. So I do want to take a moment while we're finishing up bold predictions and make an announcement. We have been doing recaps on Monday night, and some of our recaps have turned into our CSI mode, where we basically go crime scene and we're looking for clues. So one of the things that I did that was very popular a couple years ago is we didn't do them as live streams, we did them as videos, and they were called Hidden Clues. Some were extreme, they were corny, they were numbers and things, but we had fun with them, like, could this be a clue, could this be something? So what we're going to start doing on Monday nights, and there'll be other things that we add to it, is our Monday night stream is going to be Fear the Walking Dead Hidden Clues. And we'll start out with some of the Easter eggs, some of the hints, some of the things that are out there. Now, if there's not a lot of them, it'll expand to other topics. If there are, we're going to make it really about hidden clues and digging down to find out more of the hints and the callbacks and the Easter eggs and all the things the writers are trying to do. The writers have really started to impress us lately. We had a lot of fun with Easter eggs, and then last season on Walking Dead, there weren't a whole lot of them. But they're starting, in Fear, there were a few, but they're starting to ramp it back up again. And next Tuesday, we will start back random things. We do random things in 4-week cycles. And I'm going to talk to Kels and see about this whole Twisted Tuesday idea, see if she's got some ideas, because who knows, maybe that'll be a brand new segment we want. We always want to do things to get you guys together and have a good time and make it casual chat. And, whether it's a Freestyle Friday, whether it's a bold prediction, whether it's sidebars, as long as the chat's engaging, entertaining, and a lot of fun, who cares? It's what we are here for every week. So, and who would have thought in this one that we would actually have our first, this pretty serious wager. So, I'm looking forward to it. And, it's not just a wager. It's the good in the wager, but it's also a little bit of putting my prediction reputation on the line. As I said, I've been doing this for a long time, and I feel pretty good about it. But Will the Bill is bringing the heat. So really looking forward to seeing the season out. And look, if you needed incentive to watch Fear the Walking Dead, now you've got all the incentive, because we're going to be charting this thing every single week. Every time June stubs her toe on a rock, I'm going to be, die, get I can't even say it, gangrene in your foot, whatever. Just break her leg. I'm going to be pulling for everything out of nowhere to take out June. I am like the biggest anti-June fan in the world right now, Will. All right, we got Will the Bill super chatting again, says, I'll be watching the new Damon movie Friday, but I'll be posting my list on Facebook Friday, 5 p.m. I'll pop in to say hi. And you better be ready. The thing with Will is, sometimes he's told people that I didn't know, like he's messaged other people and said, hey, let's get this person. He's also messaged me. He's posted it. He's done some really sneaky things. So Will's watching Dark Phoenix on Friday. Yeah, I am not seeing it this weekend. Normally I would be there for the premiere, but yeah, I will not be doing that and doing a recap of it. So yes, X-Men coming out this week. All right, I am. Wow, what an engaging, high energy stream. I want to thank all of you guys for being here. You guys are absolutely incredible. Everybody that is involved. I haven't yet, Rhonda. I've not seen John Wick 3. I'm behind. I think most of you knew. I didn't go into a lot of details, but I've been doing a lot of back and forth, a lot of travel stuff, and the last few weeks have been pretty hectic, and it's. My movie schedule is a little bit off right now, but I will get caught up. Yes, Drama King, you just reminded me of a point that I was going to make before somebody super chatted. And I'd ask a question and then I got off topic. But how long has the group been together? Like a year and a half. And to Drama's point, you're telling me that not one time have all of them just got like some popcorn and sit around and said, let's watch every single tape. Let's just see what's on there. I mean, clearly they've had some downtime. They've had time to fly an airplane. They've had time to box all the supplies, to write on the markers, with the marker, take what you want, take what you need, leave what you don't need, all that stuff. But they didn't have time to sit down one time and have a movie night. Not once. So, that, and that's one of those things with Fear the Walking Dead that we have such a good time with, because I don't know that I want to do this, because we've done it as rants before, and rants get taken the wrong way. I do like to dissect the really, really unrealistic, unbelievable things. The problem is, when you do too much of that, people that are not part of our army, that don't know how we go about things, they see it as critical and it's you're bashing the show. So we'll see. But I do like to, like the tapes, for example, and ask the questions that other people don't really ask. Maybe we can find a way to kind of tie that into something too. Let's see. We got Will the Bill. Kills, do you want nachos with that beer or what? Will, that's a great question. What I'd actually prefer is that you send me the 5 names of the kittens that you're going to be supporting through the Humane Society. That would, I'll answer the nacho question once you send me the name of the kittens that you're going to rescue. Come on, you know what? I think one of the kittens' names is going to be June. How about that? Actually, what were all of June's names? She changed her name like 50 times. Can anybody remember what all her names were that she lied about? It was so long ago, I don't even remember. Naomi, Laura, and June. All right, so William, here's the thing. 3 of the kittens that you're going to rescue are going to be Naomi, Laura, and June. Let's hope they're females, because if not, we're going to give them a complex. I don't want some little boy cat to be like, come here, Naomi. That's not going to be good for him. Absolutely, you can name them. It's your money. Of course you can name them. All right. Great stuff, everybody. Hey, we're 53 minutes in on a skid marks. I'm not, Daryl, I'm not going to Humane Society and saying, hey, I would like to make this donation on behalf of Will the Bill. And, this shelter pet right here, we're going to name him Skid Marks. That's not going to happen. We'll go with the other 3. All right. Awesome stuff. All right. I've been trying to wind this thing down for several minutes. But stay tuned. We are going to do Hidden Clues, and I'm going to talk to the mods a little bit as far as another stream that we might want to add. We'll come up with the ground rules. If you guys have some ideas for something, I know a lot of people want to do things with music and a couple other topics, but if you got some ideas for a really, really interesting stream, something the Army would appreciate, whether it's a trivia night, whatever we wanted to do, we've done some giveaways in the past, then shoot me a message. You can catch me on Kik at KILZHOT. Drop me a message on Facebook Messenger, or just post it in the on the Facebook fan page. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate everything that you guys do. Once again, 3 more members. I know you guys are out there somewhere, and we unlock another emoji. So I want to say thanks to all the Patreons up in the top left corner. Thank you to all the green team for everything that you guys do. The super chatters, amazing super chats tonight. Will the Bill, Princess Pie. You guys just doing some incredible stuff. So thank you for everything that you guys do to support the channel. Moderators, Emmy, Steph, Tommy, Kells, you guys are incredible as well. Let me shout out real quick because we had a ton of people super chatting. In addition to Princess Pie and Will the Bill, we had Tommy the Man Bun super chatting it, and Fluff the Flamethrower super chatting it. Valar, thank you so much. So Sheila Mac 10 as well. You guys are amazing. And wow, this is going to be an extended version tonight. I see Will the Bill up there again. All right. So he's naming the cats: June Smith, Princess Pie, Mac 10, Leanne, Puddin', Khaleesi, and Crystal. And hopefully there's going to be a separate list for the male cats. And on that note, thank you so much. These have been the early bold predictions. And the earliest and the boldest prediction of all is that I'm throwing down the gauntlet saying June or John will die before the end of the Fear season. So you guys heard it here first. Thanks for everything you guys do. Give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you all. No stream tomorrow night, everybody. Nothing tomorrow night. We will be back Thursday night and Friday night. So we got Thursday and Friday, but nothing on Wednesday. Just wanted to let you guys know in advance. All right. We'll see you all Thursday night. Have a good night. Peace.